Makefiles are really useful. So today I'm gonna teach you the basics of them, right? This will be for C programs because I program mainly in C, so that's why I've been showing it for C. But you can use this in basically any programming language. But the only real languages it's used in usually is C and C++. So yeah, I don't think you'll need that too much. But yeah, I'm just saying that. So let's just get into it, right? So Makefiles, what they can do is you can just simplify your entire compilation process into one small command, right? So if I create a folder, let's say make tutorial, right? Here, let's just start with a simple C program, right? Main.c, right? I have this cool little thing that I made myself that allows me to add little templates into here, so I don't have to type this program from the start. We have a simple hello world program, right? That's all that's here. And now I can create Makefile, right? That's how it has to be called. It can be with a capital M, but other than that, it has to has this name, right? Makefile. So you create a file, and inside here, how does this work? Right? Let's start with the basics. So basically, if you do main, let's say we wanna do right make tutorial. Good. Now I'm here, and let's say I want to do make main, which will create the file main from the main.c file, right? How I could do that is you type main colon what files you need for that. What that means is if the files which are written here, which is just main.c here, have been changed since the last time you used this command, then it's gonna run. And here with indentation you type what you want it to do. So you can do gcc, right, normal command just for compiling this main, right? That's it for now. Now, right, if I do make main, now main file is here and it can run, right? So let's look at more things we can do with this. This is the pure basics, right? Another thing we could do is we could do run, which requires the main file. So another way how this, what's after this column works, is if you have something that already has a name here, these are called targets, right? So the stuff you put here, the stuff you put in the command, those are called targets. If there is a target called this, then if you run this, it will run all of this to make all the files. So it's already getting useful. And here we can just do /main. Now, if we do make run, it compiles and runs, right? You can see if we come back to main.c and we change something, it compiles and works, right? Now, another useful thing there is our variables. So for example, what we could do, if you understand this already, we could want this to create a main.o from a main.c. We could do gcc-co. Now we'll do main.c o main.o. And here we could do main, which requires main.o main. Right, if you do make run now, it does the same thing, right? It runs both these commands. So now there's several files, several commands, and it does all of them at once now. So it's already getting really useful. We can have this. Another thing is what you can do is you can use these special symbols, right? So if you do $sign and this arrow up or whatever that is, that's basically all of what's after this column, right? And after this, we can do $sign and at, which is everything that's before. So that's the target you're trying to create here, right? So that this will do gcc-c main.c-o main.o. Here we can do the same thing. it still works. Oh, it still works. Alright, we have to change something, but it doesn't matter. I'll just open it here so I can change something. It works. It does the exact same thing. Now another thing we could do, right, is we could create variables. So we can do cc equals gcc. This will be our compilation program, and now we can do cc. It's the same thing. Oh, it's the same thing, right? But if we change this to cc, now it runs cc in both of them, so you don't have to change them individually. So that's pretty useful, right? You get the point. Another way we could use variables is we could do cflex, right? These are pretty like conventional names that most people use. I didn't just make this up. A lot of people use these exact same names with capital names, right? cc, cflex, those are pretty standard. And here we can put like flags that we want in all of those commands, right? So we can do like pedantic, and we could set a version, right, and stuff. And now we can just take cflex and put them at the end of both of these lines. Now if we change something, we can do make run, and it adds this to both of these, right? So we have both of these long commands run in just one simple command, make run. So that's great. Another thing you could do is create variables for the files. So we can do source equal to main.c, object equal to main.o, and target, so the main file we wanna do. Again, these are like names. Yeah, I kinda made this up, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can name it wherever we want. Main. And now we can replace those, right? So we can also use variables. So we can do object. I can type. It wants source, right? And it can just be a little, better to easier to read. Target requires object, right? Let's put this here. Let's put this here. I'll show you why in a moment. Oh no. Yes. All right. So we got this here. Yeah, we can add it. Oh my god, we can add it here too. I can't type today. So now it runs, it's the same, but now you can actually change just these variables and it will completely change these commands. So that's great. And also, if you had more files in here like this, so we could add hello.c and we could have a file in there, it'll work too, right? But you know what? This is enough for this tutorial. If you want another one, just type it in the comments. If this video just does well, I'll make another video with several files on how to do this. But this is just the basics you need to do. Also, one last thing, you should do .phony all of the targets, right? It doesn't matter. You should just do this thing and add all the targets that aren't actual name of the file, right? So normally what you put in the target name is the file you want to create with it, right? So this is main.o, right? Object is main.o. We call it main.o and it creates the file main.o. You get it, right? And there are some stuff like run where you don't actually create a file called run, you do something else with it. So you just put it here to like tell the makefile that you won't do anything else with it, right? We can make another one called clean, which will just remove the target and the object, right? And we could add clean here again, and now we can do make clean run, and it removes them, creates them again, runs it, all of this in one simple command, right? So that's it for this video, right? So now you can simply use makefiles to make everything faster, right? Or maybe you just watch this video for no reason and you use an IDE that does everything for you and you have no idea what's actually happening there and you just watch this to waste your time. You can leave now, the video has ended. Yeah. Yeah, I could probably stop recording. Yeah, you can, the video is over. You can click off.